Lesson 14, Lift Part 6, Reprogramming Our Subconscious with Love and Acceptance, Example 2. In the last lesson, I shared an example of Part 2 of Lift, the Love and Forgiveness Freedom Technique, which reprograms our subconscious with love and acceptance. In this lesson, I'm going to share another example. In this one, we don't have any specific negative thought process in mind that we want to replace. We just want a boost of loving kindness and feelings of peace. This can be useful for children as well. As we continually input love and acceptance of ourselves, it drives deeper and deeper into the subconscious mind. And when we really love, accept, and approve of ourselves exactly as we are, then everything in life works. Our health improves, our relationships improve, our confidence improves, our happiness increases. We don't feel anxious or depressed. We stop self-sabotaging and we let go of self-limiting beliefs. So we become more successful. Everything changes when we love and accept ourselves as we are. If you haven't yet listened to the introduction to the Love and Forgiveness Freedom Technique, please go back and listen to that first so that what we're doing will make more sense. Let's get started. We're going to begin with a brain balancing sequence to balance the energies in the two hemispheres of the brain. Sit down in a comfortable chair or sofa. Cross your right ankle over your left ankle. Now extend your arms with the thumbs pointing down. Cross the right hand over the left hand and interlock the fingers. Now rotate your arms down, around, and up so your arms and hands are resting against your chest. Now take 3 deep breaths. When you're finished, uncross your arms and legs. Now, using a finger, hold one nostril closed and inhale through the nostril that is not blocked. Then move your finger to the other side and block that nostril and exhale. Keeping your finger there, inhale. Move your finger to the other side and exhale. Like a breathing rainbow, we inhale through one side, exhale through the other. Inhale through one, exhale through the other. Next, we're going to do tapping, eye movement, and positive affirmation at the same time, which will activate a lot of different parts of the brain. By doing a lot of things at once, it helps the brain enter a hypnagogic state so that our message gets past the conscious into the subconscious mind. We're going to begin by tapping our hand at the midpoint between the wrist and where our pinky begins. We're also going to be moving our eyes in a circle, first in one direction and then in the other direction. Remember that eye movement accesses different parts of the brain. We're not moving our head around. Hold your head still. It's just the eyes that are moving. If you have a friend with you, ask them to draw a circle with their finger so your eyes can follow it. While you're tapping and moving your eyes, repeat after me in your mind. I am a child of God. He loves me, and I love him. Everything I am and everything I do is a reflection of him. Therefore, I choose to glorify God by living a good life. I deserve a good life. I expect a good life. I claim a good life. I create a good life. I have a good life, which glorifies God and demonstrates how a child of God should live. Now we can stop our tapping and stop the eye movement. We're going to do a different tapping sequence. Tap each of the following points 7 times. The end of each eyebrow next to the nose, the bone at the outside corner of the eye, the middle of the upper lip under the nose, the middle of the lower lip, the cheekbone directly below the center of each eye, the collarbone near the neck, the ribs just under the armpits, the little fingernail, the cheekbone again, the collarbone again, the side at the base of the rib cage, the middle fingernail, the index fingernail, the thumbnail, and finally the back of the hand, about 3/4 of an inch from both the little finger knuckle and the ring finger knuckle. Now we're going to finish up by doing the brain gym exercise one more time. Cross your right ankle over your left ankle. Now extend your arms out with the thumbs pointing down. Cross the right hand over the left hand and interlock the fingers. Now rotate your arms down, around, and up, so your arms are resting against your chest. Now take 3 deep breaths. When you're finished, uncross your arms and legs. Now we're going to cover one nostril and inhale through the other side. Then cover the other nostril and exhale. Then inhale through that side and exhale through the other side. Now we're going to tap our hand midway between the wrist and where our pinky begins, while moving our eyes in a big circle. If you have a friend with you, ask them to draw a big circle with their finger in front of you so you can follow their finger. First go in one direction and then the other direction. While you're tapping and moving your eyes, repeat after me in your mind. I am a child of God. He loves me, and I love him. Everything I am and everything I do is a reflection of him. Therefore, I choose to glorify God by living a good life. I deserve a good life. I expect a good life. I claim a good life. I create a good life. I have a good life, which glorifies God and demonstrates how a child of God should live. Then, if you'd like, you can dab a drop of essential oil on each foot or ankle for grounding. And you're done. In closing, I'd like to share a quote by author Richard Rohr. He said, "There is nothing to prove and nothing to protect. I am who I am, and that is enough." I hope you've enjoyed this course on how to heal your life from the inside out, featuring the Love and Forgiveness Freedom Technique. If you'd like to pay it forward, please share with your family and friends. I also invite you to make a donation to Hope for Healing. 100% of donations are used to further the mission of Hope for Healing and go directly to help those in need. I also invite you to grab a copy of one of my books, like Crushed, A Journey Through Depression, and You Got This, an action plan to calm fear, anxiety, worry, and stress. And please check out my podcast, Linda's Corner. Thank you.